You've arrived. I sense there's a great deal to uncover here. Some kind of Khajiit children's tale?
You know better than that, Witch of Azura.
Greetings, Spirit. We've come in good faith.
Very well. Who is this youth who travels with you, I wonder? Come, child. Let old Maza Miri have a look at you. Trespasser or pilgrim? Both, I think. But you walk this path aimlessly, child. I am Maza Miri, clan mother of the Hidden Moon. Why are you here, I wonder? Too late for that. Our wards flicker and fade. My children all lie dead. No one and nothing remains to stop Arumkal. We failed. I failed. Even if a champion emerged to wield the Moonlight Blade, the hour is too late. Azura's Sword of the Faithful. Oof, you know nothing of our ways, child. Even so, I see strength in you, and great deeds in your wake. Read the stones that still stand here. We will see if your mind and spirit are as keen as your blades. How would you know what to ask? You know nothing. Just read the stones, child. The only people more impatient than the very young are the very old. And Maza Miri is very old indeed. Deeds now, questions later.
So, the Adepts charged themselves with defending the liminal border between this world and Oblivion, the lunar lattice, as they saw it. Gatekeepers of a sort. Intriguing. So, the Adepts acted as soul shepherds, ushering true souls to paradise and bent souls to this great darkness. Quite a task. I see. The Hidden Moon Adepts practiced a form of necromancy here, pressing the souls of their corrupted kin into service so that they might be redeemed.
If you are not afraid,
fascinating.
I have more to show you. Do you see now, child? We servants of the Hidden Moon protected and guided the people's souls, both true souls and bent, guardians and redeemers. Now, all that remains of our order are old stones and old spirits. Spirits like me. Azura's twilight path, the path to love and redemption, is fraught with perils and temptations. I thought I prepared our adepts to face the darkness without falling to it. I failed. Arumkal is the result. How easy you make it sound. You may know that the dust storm will tear down your house, but knowledge alone will not beat back the wind. A wise corpse is no less dead. Come, Maza Miri will teach you one last lesson. Now for the story no teaching stone can tell. Arun Kal served our order for many years as our greatest champion. But as his power grew, so did his pride. In time, he renounced his faith in Azura and turned to the dark path, the way of the Thromathra. Many adepts fell under his sway, and the order collapsed into civil war. The battles sundered the temple and blighted the canyon below. He triumphed in the end, but Arun Kal would not die. He fled, seeking refuge in one of his orbs. We locked the orbs away, but now our wards grow brittle, and Arun Kal prepares to emerge once again. Only a warrior of the Hidden Moon can end this, and only with the powers of the Moonlight Blade. Make no mistake, child. Arun Kal's power and hatred have only grown since we first locked him away. The remnants of our order spent their waning years looking for a way to destroy him permanently. We found one, but it carries great risk. It is more than a blade. It is a gateway, a path, a key, a sacred tool of our order, given to us by Azura herself. Perhaps you can bear this weapon's weight, perhaps not. This calls for another test, I think. Only a handful of adepts have ever held the Moonlight Blade, and each of them possessed a will of iron. I need to know your quality. I will conjure dark spirits in the next chamber. Banish them without falling yourself, and the blade is yours. I would worry if you didn't. Well, go on. Ask your questions, child. Only the very crude would call it necromancy. Yes, we reanimated the skeletons of fallen Khajiit, but always as a path to redemption. The Dromathra who possessed those bones did so to earn their way back to paradise. By fighting for their true spirited kin, victory illuminated the soul and loosened Namira's hold on them. When the noise of the dark faded, even for an instant, they would remember who they were. Then we sent them home, to the crossing. On the edge of eternity, Azura watches over the gates of the crossing behind the lunar lattice. It is a twilight realm where death's tide reaches the afterlife shore. Khajiit must pass through it before they reach what waits beyond. As I said before, it is a gift from our mother, Azura, and the greatest treasure of our order. Those who learn the Moonlight Blade's discipline can cut through the boundaries between worlds and usher souls from one realm to another. We did, but despite the sword's power, Arun Kal escaped to a place where we could not follow. The adepts who survived our war with the Lich made great sacrifices to further empower the blade. But by the time we were done, none remained to wield it. Yes, it is. He twisted our powers to create something profane. We must use our powers to destroy it. Only the very crude would call it necromancy. Yes, we reanimated the skeletons of fallen Khajiit. The Dromathra approach, child. Will you dance to the song of the dark? Or will you close your ears and... sword is just ahead. Behold, child, Shandori, guardian of the Moonlight Blade. Know that if you take the sword, you take an oath to destroy Arum Kal as well.
Mazamiri. So, the fateful moment is upon us.
It is, Shando.
So, Mazamiri's champion arrives at last. Then the battle is upon us. Azura be praised. I am Shandori of the Hidden Moon. Together, we will destroy the dark spirit of Arum Kal. The blade and I are one. Long ago, I turned away from the sands behind the stars, from paradise, and asked Azura to let me reside within this sword instead. Here, I will stay until Arum Kal has hissed his last. Patience. The blade has rested here for too long. My connection to Azura and the Lunar Lattice feels faint, weak. We cannot face Arum Kal until we restore the sword to its former strength. We should seek out this sword mender as soon as possible. Arum Kal has spent centuries plotting this escape. If he regains his full strength, even the powers of the Moonlight Blade may fall short. Yes, it does my heart good to see her again. She was my teacher, and after Arum Kal betrayed us, she became a dear friend as well. Mazamiri swore to safeguard the blade and the temple for as long as necessary. As always, she was true to her word. Speaking about oneself is an act of vanity. I prefer to let my actions speak for me. As you wish. In life, I serve the Order as a defender of the Lattice and steward of the Moonlight Blade. Any dark creature that crept into this world fell by my hand. Arum Kal fought at my side for many years, but I failed to see the dark in him. Missed, or chose not to see. Banishing spirits brought him too much joy. A hidden moon adept's true calling lies in charity, humility, forgiveness. Our dominion over Khajiiti's souls made us guides and confessors. Violence was always a last resort. Arum Kal was my brother. I tried to... He would not see reason. He does not seek forgiveness or redemption. He thirsts for power and death and must be destroyed. On this subject, I will say no more. An ancient gift from our patron Azura. We prayed over it under the lantern light of Joan and Jode for 6 months before channeling my soul into it. The blade will not fail us. You have my word. It exists here on Nirni, but not only here. I would say more, but simply describing the blade's power does it no justice. Restore the sword, champion. By the grace of Azura, all will become clear soon. Dark Moons, has the faith truly withered that much? Azura is the mother of all Khajiit. She lifted us up and bound us to the Lunar Lattice. Hers is the gift of Jakajay, the eternal, unified spirit of our people, and all our perfect forms. Yes, Azura charged us with safeguarding lost souls and bringing them back to her embrace. Every soul of the Jakajay is sacred. I served her in life. I serve her still in death. And I will serve her in any life that is yet to come.
Brave Shandori will guide you now, child. But do not fear. Old Mazamiri will be watching.
Oh, welcome back.
A witch of Azura? You bring worthy allies to this battle, sword wielder.
And you've made a new friend, I see. Excellent. I didn't gather up any ancient spirits like you, but I did make a vital discovery. In studying the phylactery you destroyed, I identified 3 more orbs hidden deep within the temple catacombs. We should make destroying them a priority. The Moonlight Blade, eh? And I assume this spirit bound himself to the sword somehow. Fascinating. With this blade, and a wise spirit guiding us, we finally have a real chance at defeating Arumkal. Well done, my friend. Azura's will resonates within that moonlight blade, but it's so faint, like a voice at the far end of a darkened hallway, or the other side of a stone door. That's it! This sword, Arumkal's phylacteries, they're not vessels, they're gateways. I told you before, Arumkal's phylactery felt different somehow, cavernous. Now I see it wasn't a vessel. It was a gate to another realm. A realm of horror that he controls. This moonlight blade serves as a gate too, a door to the afterlife. Something about the enchantment. It's purposeful. Its strength seems tied to your new friend's will to serve. Fighting the undead with a sword near to hand might be enough to restore it. We'll need it fully charged to defeat Arumkal. The undead outside should provide the power you need. If you strike them down, I'm confident the sword and the spirit within will do the rest. You should share this with Shandori, was it? I doubt he'll object. He seems more than ready to fight. The world you see is just a small fraction of all it is, my friend. Realms of oblivion, pocket dimensions, the ethereal plane, the orbis is incomprehensibly vast. But many pathways between realms do exist here in Tamriel. A good question. The Moonlight Blade clearly ushers Khajiiti's souls from one fate to another. The great darkness of Namira, or Khajiiti Paradise, whatever that might be. The Riddlethar cult would have them believe that Kenathi, the wind god, whisks their souls away to sands behind the stars. A sugary paradise. Oh, I have my doubts. The Hidden Moon adepts revere Azura. I suspect they send redeemed Khajiit to her. Somewhere else entirely. If my suspicions are correct, they connect to a plane of his own making. A twilight place where only dark spirits can thrive. To conjure up an entire plane of existence, it's an ambition that few mages have realized. I can't be sure, but the theory seems sound. The Hidden Moon Sword can draw souls from one realm and banish them to others. If anything can pry Arumkal away from his source of power and destroy him, it would be a weapon like that. Comfortable? No, of course not. But life is full of little concessions. By all accounts, pride and malice corrupted Arumkal's soul completely. He's beyond redemption. That doesn't leave us many options. I really can't be sure. If his hatred of Azura runs as deep as Mazamiri thinks, he might rain down miseries upon her followers, or seek to collapse her lunar lattice. In either case, the suffering here on Nirn would be unimaginable. The world you see is just a small fraction of all it is, my friend. Realms